Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome back to Martial Arts Theater 3000. We got something a little bit different today. In light of the Karate Kid Legends movie that is in the theaters, and I'm a huge Karate Kid fan. I feel in a lot of ways that's what kicked off this whole martial arts film craze for me, circa 1985, 1984 when I saw it. And me only being around 5 or 6 years old, before I knew it, I was down at the YMCA taking karate. And it just had a major impact on me. And I'm also a big fan of the late Roger Ebert. I think he's a great reviewer. I love his writing. I have his book, which is really fun to read. And I always just trust his opinion. And when you feel bonded with the reviewer, you can really take their word if a movie's good or not. And I had that with Roger Ebert growing up, and Siskel and Ebert. I like that show a lot. And recently, I happened to stumble on a review of The Karate Kid in 1984 from Roger Ebert, and I thought it'd be cool to read to you what he had to say about the movie, and to imagine people reading this not having seen it yet. So here's what he had to say. Quote, "I didn't want to see this movie. I took one look at the title and figured it was either A, a sequel to Toenails of Vengeance, or B, an adventure pitting Ricky Schroeder against the Megaloth Man. I was completely wrong. The Karate Kid was one of the nice surprises of 1984, an exciting, sweet-tempered, heartwarming story with one of the most interesting friendships in a long time. The friends come from different worlds. A kid named Daniel, Ralph Macchio, is a New Jersey teenager who moves with his mother to Los Angeles. An old guy named Miyagi, Pat Morita, is the Japanese janitor in their apartment building. When Daniel starts to date the former girlfriend of the toughest kid in the senior class, the kid starts pounding on Daniel's head on a regular basis. Daniel tries to fight back, but this is a Southern California kid, and so of course he has a black belt in karate. Enter Mr. Miyagi, who seems to be a harmless, old eccentric with a curious hobby. He tries to catch flies with chopsticks. It turns out that Miyagi is a karate master, a student not only of karate fighting, but of the total philosophy of the martial arts. He agrees to take Daniel as his student. And then begins the wonderful center section of The Karate Kid, as the old man and the kid from Jersey become friends. Miyagi's system of karate instruction is offbeat, to say the least. He puts Daniel to work shining cars, painting fences, scrubbing the bottoms of pools. Daniel complains he isn't learning karate, he's acting as free labor. But there is a system to Mr. Miyagi's training. The Karate Kid was directed by John G. Avildsen, who made Rocky. It ends with the same sort of climatic fight scene. Daniel faces his enemies in a championship karate tournament. But the heart of this movie isn't in the fight sequences. It's the relationships. And in addition to Daniel's friendship with Miyagi, there's also a sweet romantic liaison with Ali, Elizabeth Shue, who is your standard girl from the right side of town and has the usual snobbish parents. Macchio is an unusual, interesting choice for Daniel. He's not the basic handsome Hollywood teenager, but a thin, tall, intense kid with a way of seeming to talk to himself. His delivery always sounds natural, even offhand. He never seems to be reading a line. He's a good, sound, interesting lead, but the movie really belongs to Pat Morita, an actor who has been around a long time. He was Arnold on Happy Days, without ever having a role anywhere near this good. Morita takes Miyagi into an example of applied serenity. In a couple of scenes where he has to face down a hostile karate coach, Miyagi's words are so carefully chosen they don't give the other guy any excuse to get violent. Miyagi uses the language as carefully as his hands or arms to ward off blows and gain an advantage. It's refreshing to see a completely original character like this old man. The Karate Kid is a sleeper with a title that gives you the wrong idea. It's one of 1984's best movies. End quote. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that. That was something, like I said, I just happened to stumble across, and I thought it was great how he went in not wanting to like it, and he was just blown away. And of course, he gave it 4 stars. Hope you guys enjoyed that review and a little walk down memory lane. R.I.P. to the great Roger Ebert, and I'll catch you guys next time.